It's Tuesday, December the 9th, accepting and appreciating your physical appearance. Accepting and appreciating your physical appearance. You know, we all find things we don't like about our physical appearance. One of the worst things is watching yourself on a video or TV or something. It's one of the most humbling things, in my opinion. Isaiah chapter 45, verse 10 says, "Woe to him who says to his father, 'What have you begotten?' or to his mother, 'What have you brought to birth?'" God is telling the Israelites through Isaiah that he is God and they are not. They complain about what God is doing and what he has done, yet he's protected them time and time and time again. Here in this passage it says, "Woe to him who says to his father." In other words, this is a bad thing. Someone said to us, "What have you begotten?" In other words, why did you bring me into this world? Or to his mother, "What have you brought to birth?" Why did you all bring me into this world? I'm a mess. There's nothing good about me. I'm a mistake. I'm saying all of these bad things about yourself. And why woe to the person who says that? Well, because God created you. God created you. You are in the image of God, and he has a purpose for your life. Imagine a child under the age of 5 telling his parents he's going to run away and live on his own. We know he can't do that. Well, it's the same way when we tell God that we're a mistake, or I'm too short, I'm too tall, my hair is the wrong color, I'm this, I'm that, I'm not very coordinated, so I'm not any good. God says, no, there are things you cannot change about yourself. And God created you that way. Now, there are some things we can change. So if we don't like something that we can change, okay, work at changing it. But there are some things we cannot change. And those things we cannot change, God made us that way for a reason. And he wants to use us. He loves us, and he wants to use us. What are some things that we can't change about ourselves? Well, we realize we have DNA, we have genetics, we have certain hair color, there are different things about us that we just cannot change. But what are some things we can change? We can change. Weight is one. We can eat, put on weight. We can lose weight. Hairstyle. These days we can even change the color of our hair. But we can change the way our hair looks. An attitude. We can change our attitude. We can have a defeatist attitude, or we can have a positive attitude. How many of us in school or Vacation Bible School made out of clay? We made these pots out of clay, or a plaster of Paris handprint or something. And we started off, had this great idea of what this pot was going to look like. Our mothers, it was going to have all these different things. It was going to look just beautiful. But as we got into it, we realized our skill wasn't quite that level. And finally, we just kind of got done with it. And it looked more like a glob. But you know, our mothers loved it, didn't they? Why? Because we made it. We look as a parent or grandparent, when your children or grandchildren bring something home that you made from school, you value that. It may not be the most wonderful thing, may not be the most artistic, the most powerful thing, but its value is because your child or grandchild made that. You love it because it's from them. Well, see, God's the same way. He created you. He loves you. And when you and I do not, when we say, "God, I'm no good. I can't do this. I can't do that," God says, "Yes, you can. I'll do it through you." Don't discount what God can do. We need to accept and appreciate our physical appearance. Change the things we don't like that we can change, and learn to live and accept the things that we can't change. And just let God do what God can do. There was a boy named Adam. Adam so much wanted to be like his friend Bobby. He tried walking like Bobby and talking like Bobby and acting like Bobby. But there was a problem. See, Bobby wanted to be like his friend Charlie. So Bobby tried to be Charlie. Well, while he was doing that, Adam was trying to be like Bobby. And then Charlie, though, had a friend named Danny, and he wanted to be like Danny. So you've got Charlie trying to be like Danny, you've got Bobby trying to be like Charlie, and you've got Adam trying to be like Bobby. And everybody, they're not satisfied with who they are in themselves. They're trying to be like somebody else. Well, Danny, the last one there, Danny, you know who his hero was? It was Adam, the first boy. So Danny wanted to be like Adam, and then Charlie wanted to be like Danny, and Bobby wanted to be like Charlie, and Adam wanted to be like Bobby. And all Adam had to do was just be Adam, and he'd been fine. Same way with us. God created you the way you are. Okay, there are some things we can change. Work on those. But there's some things we cannot change. Can you accept that and say, okay, God, you created me this way, and I know you want to use me this way. So God, I am your servant. Use me however you can use me. Today, is there something that you have a hard time accepting or appreciating about your physical appearance? Let God use you. Let God use you in a way that you could never even imagine. Have a good day.